Tom Albani, GreaterPitching.com. Hey, thanks again for watching. This will be the final video in the short series of the lower legs and how to store, how to produce velocity and force, how to transfer those forces up the body through this kinetic chain. But it's got to start from the ground up. You've got to get the legs to work together to do the right thing, and the timing is critical. So if you want to go back into some of the older videos, look at those and then catch up to this one. So in this video, I want to talk about the lead leg and how to land the foot. Previously, I just was talking briefly about how to get the hip speed, the momentum of the hips, to pull the leg out. So the leg is more or less riding the momentum of the hips and putting the foot out to the distance it needs to be without the overreaching and causing all sorts of mechanical problems to happen from that. So today, how do we land the front foot to be effective? Well, you got to land it flat-footed. Boom, you got to land it like that. If you land it on your toe, you're not going to brace up the knee. If you land on your heel, you're going to take too long to brace up the knee. Remember, the timing is critical here. If you're a high school guy and you're about 155 pounds to somewhere between 180, you're driving the whole mass of this body out. And if you're doing it correctly and you're getting that ankle extension there to really drive out at the very end of your delivery, you're asking this front leg here to put on the brakes, because that's really what you're doing. You're putting on the brakes. If you're not strong enough here, you got to get strong. You got to do the right exercises there as a pitcher to strengthen up these legs, get on the right conditioning program. So land flat-footed, because that's going to give you that knee brace. So if you're looking carefully at your video, you stop it, you freeze it right here. As soon as all the weight is down, look at your knee and take a look at the relationship between the knee and the ankle. If you're at 90 degrees, if you're vertical here from the ground and you're at a 90-degree angle, you're not transferring any forces up. The forces are not getting transferred from the knee joint up to the hip joint. They're not, and it's not going to spin you. If you're more of 100 degrees or 110 degrees, like the high velocity guys are, now you've got a much better chance of transferring that energy quickly up to hip and then releasing. Okay, so what you want to think about is, as you're getting out to landing, after you've extended and you've really driven that last part out to get that extension that you want out there, you've got to think about becoming the ground becoming part of your leg, almost like an extension of your leg, so that you're instantly bracing up. It's typical in all the high velocity pitchers. Watch them on video, watch them on YouTube if you want. Find anyone, find Felix Hernandez, find anyone you want. Find Tim Lincecum. All these guys are driving out and they're bracing up instantly, but what they're also doing, which is very advanced, is that they're extending back even further as the arm is getting into external rotation. So not only are they bracing up instantly, but they are now pushing back here, really getting that hip to solidly brace up as well, and then they're getting their trunk to spin fast, getting their trunk out over their front knee, and getting that hand out way out in front of their front foot. That's the extension that they're getting, but it's coming from the brace. They're landing flat-footed, and they're instantly able to brace up that knee. If you're a younger guy, don't worry so much about pushing back, just worry about bracing up the knee. Focus on bracing up the knee, give yourself a chance to transfer some of that energy, and watch how much more quickly your trunk now will thrust forward over that front knee. Okay? So practice it, watch it, look at the video, freeze it where your front leg lands, and if you're landing on the heel or the toe, work on getting it down quicker, flatter, more on the ball of the foot, so you can push that energy back up into your body. All right, next time we come together, we'll talk about the upper body, the shoulder and hip separation that you need, and the trunk lean and all that to be a high velocity pitcher. All right, good luck. We'll see